Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you the best beauty of 2021, and these are the best makeup products that I have found that I've tested throughout the whole of 2021, and also there are some from 2020 as well, because I didn't manage to upload one of these last year, so I thought I would go ahead and show you what I liked in the last 2 years. So there are quite a few things in here, so it's probably going to be a pretty long video. I have a lot of high-end drugstore products, luxury products that I'm going to share with you, so there's a mixture of everything in here. And I think there's only one or two categories where there's only one product in there that I need to show you, because it's that good that I've been using it pretty much the entire time that I've been testing these products out. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you consider subscribing, which is just down below. Just click the bell icon as well, just so you're notified every time I upload a new video. So like I said, this video is probably going to be a very long video because I have quite a few products that I'm going to share with you. I'm also going to do a worst beauty of 2021 video as well for you, which will probably be the next one. I will link it down below also in this video for you, so you can check out which ones are the best ones and which are the worst ones. Now, just because something works out amazingly for me doesn't mean that it's going to necessarily work for everyone. So if these still work for you, then I'm so happy that they do, because I consider these to be the best products that I've tried throughout the whole of 2021, and some of them throughout 2020 as well. So if you want to see all of the best makeup products in 2021, then just keep watching. So the first category that I have is primers, and this one was probably one of the easiest ones that I could get a product that I absolutely love. Now there's only one product in here because this has been a go-to of mine. I've purchased 2 of these. I love it and it is so good, and this is by e.l.f. It's the Matte Putty Primer. I am obsessed with this. This is my second one that I have, and it's so good. It keeps my oils at bay. It doesn't break me out. I have very sensitive skin, very oily skin as well, and this is a godsend for me. It just works so well. This is a putty primer, so it's one of those where you do have to open the lid and dig your finger in there. The good thing is about this one is that so far I don't think I have any hairs in there. I used to get a lot of fluff in here, even though I wash my hands before I do my makeup every single day, or before I put my hands in primer. So that's something that I do have to say, just make sure that you are very good with washing your hands, make sure that you don't get all of these hairs in there, because it can get a little bit gross. But this, like I said, has never broken me out. My skin looks so good with it. The next category is foundations, and this one is a big one for me. I have a lot of foundations that I've tested out that I love. These are the best of the best. I have tinted moisturisers, CC creams, and I also have normal foundations in here, so I have quite a few different ones to show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it from the lowest coverage all the way to the fullest coverage, just so there's a little bit of an order in here. The first product that I'm going to show you is the sheerest one that I have here, and it's the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Tint. This stuff I've raved about so long. I love it, and it's one of those where if you want a no makeup day, this is the perfect thing to have, because it will give you a little hint of coverage. You can use your hands, you can use a brush. Now this is pretty expensive, but you do get a brush with it as well. But I have used this so much during summer, and this is a godsend for me because I like to have my skin to be able to breathe. Now this is perfect if you have beautiful skin. If you do have acne, then what I tend to do when I have breakouts is I put some concealer on, wait for that to set, and then put this over the top of it, and it looks really beautiful. I do have to set this with powder because I am very oily. This works out really well. It doesn't make me oily during the day. It looks beautiful. You get a sheer wash of colour. You can also use it as a bronzer as well. The weird thing about this is that when you put it on the skin, it has these balls of pigment in there, and then you just have to split up the balls of pigment by using your fingers or using a brush that you get with it. This one is in the shade medium. As you can see, it is almost used up. I have a tiny bit left, but I am determined to use this up next year, or rather this year. I think it's beautiful. It is expensive, but I love it, and if you do like no makeup days, if you don't like wearing makeup, this is the perfect product for you. Then for sheer light coverage, I have the Mercier Tinted Moisturiser Oil Free. This stuff I love. I did do a first impression on this, I think it was either last summer or the summer before. I use this all the time if I want to have a sheer light coverage. I can actually build this up to light medium coverage, so I feel like it's really good, really buildable, doesn't break me out. It has SPF 20 in there as well. You don't really have a scent to it. They do have quite a lot of shades in the collection as well. This one is old packaging, and I have so many backups of this because I just love it. My go-to shades are 2W1 and 2W2. Those are the ones that I use all the time when I'm self-tanned, and it just looks beautiful on the skin. It makes your skin look better than it actually is. It literally looks so natural, makes your skin look like it's perfect. The next CC cream that I have, this one is a full coverage CC cream, and this one you guys probably know if you watch my channel. It is the IT Cosmetics Oil Free CC cream. I have 2 shades, fair and medium. Fair is when I don't have a self-tan on, my natural state, and this is still a little bit too dark for me, but they have brought out some new shades. And then this one is medium. As you can see, pretty much use up. This is actually the second tube that I've used up now. I'm determined to use this up this year because there's hardly anything left in there, but this looks so beautiful on the skin. It has so many skincare benefits in there. It keeps my oils at bay all day. You can build it up to full coverage. It's a medium full coverage, but you can build it up. It has SPF 40 in there, physical sunscreen, anti-aging, hydrating. It has serums in there. It helps with your pores. It has colloidal clay and tea tree extract if you do have acne. So this, honestly, if you do have acne, this is the best thing for you to use because it does have acne fighting ingredients in there. It just feels beautiful, looks beautiful. It was developed by plastic surgeons and dermatologists as well, so you know that it's a really good product for your skin. I love this. I'm obsessed with it, and I also did a first impression on this. And another CC cream that I love is the Chanel CC cream, and this one has SPF 50 in it, and it does look really disgusting, but this doesn't come in many shades. I think it comes in 7 shades. The shade that I have is 30 beige, and usually I'm BD 31 in all Chanel foundations, but they don't have that shade in this. So that's the only thing I do have to say. It's only really for people that have beige undertones or neutral undertones that can really get a shade that matches them. But I can make this work when I have a self tan. But I do really like this. This has, I think it's 5 skincare benefits in there. It helps your skin. It takes out all the pollution in your skin as well from all the air. And it just looks so beautiful. I did do a first impression on this one as well. I've done so many first impressions on my channel, but this one, it looks beautiful, and this one is more mattifying than the IT Cosmetics one. So if you do have oily skin, this one is probably a better bet for you than the IT Cosmetics one. Now this is expensive. It looks like you don't get much in the tube, but you get 30 millilitres, which is a normal size. It doesn't break apart during the day, keeps me matte, and it helps with oils, it helps with my pores. And now moving on to the full coverage foundations, and I do have 3 of these, and honestly these ones are the best ones. I have drugstore ones, and I also have a high-end one as well, so there's a very different price point, but I like these for different things. So the first one is the Collection Lasting Perfection Matte Foundation. This is in the shade 8 Beige. This is my shade. If you guys watched that first impression I did on this foundation and concealer, I hate the concealer. So just to let you know, that's going to be in the worst beauty of 2021 video. And this is a medium full coverage foundation. You can build it up to be full coverage, but just bear in mind that if you do have oily skin, this is the best thing. If you don't have oily skin, it's probably going to be a little bit too matte for you, because this, it is very, very matte on the skin. It has SPF 30, it has up to 16 hours wear. It is quite hard to try and find your shade in this. Now they do have quite a lot. They have fair ones all the way to deep ones, so there's a lot of shades that they have, but it's just a little bit tricky for you to find your shade. But this stuff I think is like $5.99, so it's super affordable. It's 6 in 1, so it primes, conceals, covers, smooths, protects and mattifies. It's water resistant, transfer proof, full coverage, no clogged pores as well, and I didn't have any issue with breaking out with this. It is just beautiful on the skin, super affordable, and it's also a dupe of the Estee Lauder Double Wear. And then another one that's also a dupe of the Estee Lauder Double Wear is the Primark Double Coverage Matte Foundation. This is £5. The thing about this, they don't have a lot of shades. This one is in the shade Toffee 10, and I do need to get a shade lighter than this so I can mix them together. This I did another first impression on. I can wear this throughout the whole day and this will not separate, and it looks so much more expensive than it actually is. This is £5, so you know, it's really heavy, it's cruelty free, SPF 15, long wear, matte finish, oil free. This is literally fully matte, and this is full coverage. And the last foundation I have is a medium to full coverage, and this one is the higher end one, and this one again is from Chanel. I'm sorry, but I test out a lot of products from Chanel last year and I love a lot of them. Some of them I don't like, but a lot of them I do like. So this is the Chanel Ultra Le Teint Velvet Foundation. This stuff is absolutely beautiful on the skin. So it starts off by being medium coverage, but then you can build up to full coverage. This blurs all your imperfections, it blurs all of your pores, it keeps your oils at bay the entire day, doesn't look cakey, doesn't look too matte on the skin, doesn't look flat matte, looks like your skin but better, but it keeps it mattified during the day. Because it is Chanel, it is expensive. I think this is about £40, but I've actually been going to this more than my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, and that one has been my go-to for the last few years. This is in shade BD31, which is the shade that I usually am in all Chanel foundations, and this bowl is also travel friendly as well. Look at how small it is, and it's not made of glass, it's made of plastic, so it's very, very lightweight. And this has 30 millilitres, which is the normal drugstore size. But look at the difference. So these have exactly the same amount of product in them, and this is way smaller and way thinner. So this is really good for being travel friendly. I've taken this when I've been on all of my trips and it hardly takes up any room. Now for concealer, and I have 4 concealers, and I'm surprised because I never have more than 1 concealer in any beauty favourites because I tend to just go for the same ones. So I have 2 from e.l.f, the 16 Hour Camo Concealer, then I have the Hydrating Camo Concealer. These 2 are so beautiful on the skin. So I have been going to the hydrating one a little bit more than I used to. I used to just go for the 16 hour one because I do have oily skin, but I've noticed some under eyes have started to get a little bit drier, and then also with some of my skincare products my skin is getting a bit drier, so I haven't been reaching for this one as much the last couple of months. They're full coverage, easily buildable. I have so many different shades. I've gone through so many tubes of this concealer. It's just amazing, so much better than Tarte Shape Tape. Don't get that one, I hate the Tarte Shape Tape. These, like I said, have been my go-to throughout the whole of 2021, and I think the 16 hour one has been my go-to for the last 2 or 3 years. The Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. Now I tried this and the foundation on my channel, which I'll link again down below or somewhere in this video for you so you can check it out. But this looks so beautiful. This doesn't crease under the eyes. You get full coverage. It's easily buildable as well. It doesn't look cakey on the skin, and it blends out so easily as well. It blends just like a dream. My older sister also uses this, and this is one of her favourites as well. I think this is about £9, so it is more expensive than the e.l.f. ones. The only thing I do have to say about this is that I can't bake with this, so I can't put the powder underneath my eyes like I do with all my other concealers and the rest of my makeup. I just have to use a brush and just sort of dab it on there, just because it can start to look cakey if I do that. But again, absolutely beautiful. And the last concealer is slightly different, and this is by IT Cosmetics. It's the Bye Bye Breakout, and this one you put on all the areas that you have any blemishes, and this has salicylic acid in it, so it does help your skin while you're wearing makeup, which I think is really good. This works out really well for me. I have the shade Fair because this matches me when I don't have a self tan on, so if I do want to put the Water Fresh tint on, I can just put this on underneath and then put the Water Fresh tint on over the top, and then it doesn't look any different to my natural skin tone. So this stuff I really like for covering up your blemishes and also helping out your blemishes as well. And for powder, this one was super easy for me to find, and I have one. It's a Coty Airspun powder. This is my go-to. I use it every single day that I wear makeup. I use it all the time. It is so good. It keeps my oils at bay, makes my skin look beautiful, and gives me a really nice finish as well. Really affordable. And I have not managed to find one that is as good as this. I have tried pressed powders before. I like them, but they're not that good for me. I have tried other loose powders and they are pretty good, but this one just beats all of them. So if you do manage to find this, definitely get your hands on it. This one is translucent extra coverage. I don't really find any difference between this one and the normal translucent one, but they are really good. They have loads of different shades of it as well. For bronzer, I have 3, but one technically isn't a bronzer, but I'm just going to put it in this category anyway. So the first bronzer that I have, no shock if you watch my videos, is the Physicians Formula, but a bronzer. This one is just the original one. I love it. Blends like a dream. The colour is absolutely beautiful. I can wear this when I'm tanned, when I'm pale as well. I love the scent of it. It has a hint of butter scent, but it doesn't break me out. It doesn't irritate my skin. It looks beautiful, smells beautiful. It glides on easily. It doesn't make me look ashy. The colour is perfection. It's like a mixture of cool and warm undertones. Like, it's not too warm, but it's not too cool. You can use it as a contour, you can use it as a bronzer. It looks stunning. I will constantly repurchase this. This is actually my second one, and I will buy more after I've used that one up. The other one that I have is the only cream bronzer. This one is the Chanel Beige Hyper Glow Bronzer Cream. I used to use this when it was Soleil Tan de Chanel. I do prefer the original formula to this, but this still looks beautiful. This one is a brand new one because I've just finished up the other one a few days ago, so this is a fresh new one, and this is what it looks like when you get it new. So you do have a little swirl on the inside. It is very beautiful on the skin. I like the fact that they've brought out a deeper shade as well for other skin tones. I do wish that they had some more deep ones, some more in the middle, and some more lighter ones, but this one works well for me when I'm tanned, when I'm pale as well. Thing is, when I'm very, very tanned, this doesn't really look as deep, so I might need to get the deeper one just so I can mix them together when I do have a darker self tan. At the moment it's winter, so my tan is not super dark, but this stuff blends like a dream, looks absolutely beautiful on skin, doesn't break me out. And the last one technically isn't a bronzer, but it is a massive palette, and it has contour in there, and this is from Cab Cosmetics. It's their contour palette. This one is the shade Volume 1. I use this when I'm pale, when I'm self-tanned. Only thing is I've used this so much that the mirror has come off of mine, so that's the only thing that has annoyed me. But these pans are absolutely massive, and as you can see they are huge compared to my face. I can use pretty much every single shade. The only one I don't use is a white one, because this one, even when I'm pale, and I'm super pale naturally, I can't use this because it just looks a little bit too white. So I use these two shades when I'm tanned, these two when I'm pale, these two when I am tanned, and then this one when I'm pale, and also this one when I'm pale as well. So there's quite a few different shades in here. I can use this one easily. They do have one at Walmart that's more affordable, but they have mixed the Volume 2 and Volume 1 together. So if you are about my shade range, I recommend going ahead and going on the website and getting the Volume 1, because you'll be able to use pretty much every single shade on there. But I love this. It has pretty much no fallout, pretty much no kickback, blends beautifully. The shades are beautiful as well. For blush, I have 4 different blushes that I'm going to show you, and again, mixture of high-end and drugstore. So the first one that I have is technically a mini palette, and this is from e.l.f. It's the e.l.f. Bitesize Duo. So you get the blush and you also get the highlighter in there. These are stunning. This is in the shade Watermelon. The highlighter is a blinding highlighter. The blush is so beautiful, very pigmented, builds up very nicely as well. I think this is about £3 or £4, so very affordable. I do like the fact that you have 2 in there as well, because this is really good for travel. I use this when I travel anywhere. Not powdery at all, and they just feel really nice. The highlighter is one of the best ones that I've tried. And the next one is Wet n Wild. This one is the shade Nudist Society. I love these colour icon blushes. This goes with pretty much everything. It's not a proper nude, it does have a hint of pink to it, and this has flecks of gold glitter in there as well, and it really reminds me of my favourite MAC Spring Sheen, which has now been discontinued, so this one is an affordable dupe for it as well. This glides on the skin beautifully, blends out beautifully, builds up beautifully. This is like £5. I have purchased several of these and they are not going anywhere, because they're actually better than a lot of high-end ones I've tried. The next one is the Tarte Quirky Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. This one I did get in, I think it was a birthday set for my birthday. This is like a pinky nude shade, but it's very buildable, very pigmented. You only need a tiny amount. I have used this a lot and I've hardly even made a dent in it. You can still see all of the logo in there, you can see all the pattern. Like I said, you don't really need hardly any of this blush, and it just builds up beautifully. And the last one I have is actually a palette, so it's a duo, and I was debating whether to have this in this video because you can't get it anymore because it was a limited edition, but I want to show you anyway because it was one of my go-tos throughout 2021. It still is, and this is from Chanel. This is the Fleurs de Printemps Duo Blush, which is probably, I'm butchering that name. This is what it looks like, just like the normal Chanel, and then when you open it up you have the highlighter and then also the blush. These are so beautiful, so pigmented. I love the way that these look on the skin. Now with the highlighter, because it is very pink, I thought that this would be one of those products that would just look horrible on the skin, but it looks very beautiful. I love the pattern that they have in there as well. I've used this loads of times. A little goes a very long way with this, and I'm shocked because a lot of people were saying that Chanel blushes are not the best and that they're very powdery, but I didn't have an issue with it at all. You also get a little brush in there as well, and then you also get a little mirror as well, so you can just use it as compact on the go. I used to put this in my bag before I had a new mirror, and this was a great thing for me to take with me. And now going on to highlighters, and I have 5 highlighters that I loved throughout 2021 and some even before then, but I wanted to incorporate all these because they are very different. You get very different finishes from them as well, and they're all at different price points as well. So the first one I'm going to show you is going to be no surprise. This is the Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. This is so beautiful on the skin. It has a little hint of pink to it. It's more like a champagne with a slight hint of pink. I can wear this when I'm pale, when I'm tanned. I just love it. It's so pigmented. I have not found anything that's at this price point that's as pigmented as this. Then I also have another pressed one, and this one is from R.E.M. Beauty, which is Ariana Grande's collection, and this, I love this. This is what I'm wearing today. Look at that highlight. That is a blinding highlight. It is so beautiful. I love the packaging as well. It's just so easy to transport everywhere. The fact that it's easy to open as well, just like that. You don't have to worry about your nails going in there, and it's magnetic, so it's amazing. And I have hardly made a dent in this, and I've worn this a lot. I did my first impression on this, which I'll link down below or somewhere in this video for you so you can check out. But so far, this is my favourite highlighter powder of 2021 because it is just so stunning. This one's in the shade Miss Mercury. I love it. This is a proper champagne shade. Then I also have a powder as well. So this one's a loose highlighter, and this one is by Cab Cosmetics. It's the Illuminating Dust in the shade Glow. So that's what it looks like. You have a little sifter in there as well. You only need a little amount. A little goes an incredibly long way, and that's one of the great things about all of these highlighters. You hardly need any of it. I literally had a little tiny swatch in there, and my hand is literally glowing. And the last two ones are liquid highlighters, and this one is Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. I have the tiny mini sample size of this. This one's in shade Dream. I also have a light as well. It looks absolutely beautiful. You just dot it on the skin. You'll need a little amount. It is exactly the same as the Benefit High Beam, but only actually prefer this to the Benefit one, and there's so many more shades. I think there's like 6 or 7 shades. And the last one is the most expensive one, but again, this may be no surprise to you guys if you do watch my channel, and this is the Chanel Fluid Illuminator, and this one is just the liquid highlighter from Chanel. This one is the Christmas one in Or Ivoire, and I actually bought a backup for this because I use this all the time. If I want a liquid highlighter, this is my go-to. Ever since I filmed that video where I tried on all of the Chanel holiday collection, I have been going to this. It is so stunning on the skin. You can mix this with your foundation, you can use this as a highlighter, you can use this as a primer. It just looks so nice. You hardly need any of this. I put 1 pump of the Illuminizer, then 1 pump of the foundation, mix it together, and it has a really nice glow to it. Or I can use 2 drops and I can do my cheekbones, I can do underneath my brows, I can do inside my eyes, I can do on my nose, and then also my top lip for 2 drops. And that's how much you need for this highlighter. Now we're moving on to the eyes category, and the first ones I'm going to show you are mascaras. I have 2 that I'm obsessed with, that I've been loving throughout 2020 and 2021. And the first one is the Maybelline Lash Lift Mascara. This will be no surprise to you guys if you do watch my channel. This stuff is amazing. I'm wearing it at the moment, and I will continue to repurchase loads of these because it is my go-to. And ever since it first came out, I have been using this constantly. So this makes your eyelashes very, very long. It makes them very full as well. It doesn't cake, it doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge. It literally looks perfect throughout the entire day. And the other one I have is the Tarte Mani Mascara. This stuff, again, is absolutely beautiful. I have 4 backups of this in my collection that I didn't realise because I'm just obsessed with this mascara. I haven't used it in a while because I've been going to the Maybelline one, but this again makes your lashes look super long, curls your lashes, doesn't give you as much volume as a Maybelline one, but still does give you volume, doesn't smudge, doesn't budge, looks stunning throughout the entire day. It separates your eyelashes as well, so you know that you're not going to get any clumps. I love the wands of these because they are so different to any other ones I've tried. This one is like an hourglass, this one is like a separating comb. They are just so beautiful. I am obsessed with these. And for eyeliner, I only have 1. I would have had 2, but NYX have discontinued my favourite liquid liner, so I only actually have 1 that I can show you. So this one is the, again from Chanel, it's the Chanel Stylo Yo Waterproof. This is an amazing eyeliner. This one specifically in shade Eros is absolutely beautiful. I'm wearing it at the moment. It's like a purpley red shade, but it's more purple than it is red, and it's just beautiful. Glides on smoothly, goes in the waterline. I can use this to create a flick. I always use this as actually a go-to eyeliner for me, and it's really good that I can find something that doesn't smudge, doesn't budge, doesn't come out of my waterline, doesn't go everywhere, because sometimes you can get eyeliners and they'll go all in the lower waterline and it just looks absolutely horrible and it just smudges everywhere. I've tried loads of them, and this one is actually the only one that looks beautiful on the eyes, stays put all day as well. You also get a little pencil sharpener in there as well, so if you do want to have a precise flick like right here, like what I've done, and then you can just sharpen the end of it. I have purchased several of these. I'll continue to use this because this one is amazing. I can't say if any of the other shades are as good as this one. So now I'm going on to the brows, and I have 3 products. All of these are drugstore because I don't spend a lot of money on eyebrow products because I feel like these ones just work out really well. So 2 are from ELF, 1 of them is from NYX. You guys would be not surprised if you watch my channel again. So I have the ELF Wow Brow, and this is in shade Neutral Brown. This is a amazing brow gel. It has some little tiny fibres in there, so it thickens up your lashes a little bit more. If you do have sparse brows, then this is the perfect thing. I don't have the fullest of brows, and this is perfect for me. I'm wearing it today. Then I'm also wearing it alongside the ELF Instant Lift Brow Pencil. This one is again in shade Neutral Brown. This is perfect if you want to create some really nice defined brows. And you have the pencil on the top that's retractable, and then you also have the spoolie on the end of it as well. This is like £3. This is super affordable. I love this. I tried these 2 products in a viral makeup video. I said how much I love them. I've been using them ever since. And then the last thing that I have is a brow gel from NYX. It's the Tinted Brow Mascara in the shade Chocolate. This stuff, so good. I believe it's waterproof, stays put all day, makes my eyebrows look so nice and tamed. I can get these 3 products for less than £10 each, and I don't feel like I need to spend any more than that on any products because these actually work out really well for my eyebrows. And the last things for eyes are eyeshadows, and I didn't really test out a lot of new eyeshadows in 2021. Even in 2020 I tend to just stick with the same things. So I have 4 products in here, and they're all very different to each other. So the first thing that I have is a liquid eyeshadow. This is from ELF and it's in 24 karat gold. I am obsessed with these. I have this one, I have a silver one, and I have a green one. The green one isn't really that good, but the silver one and the gold ones are beautiful. These stay put, don't irritate my sensitive eyes. They have so much glitter in them. You can also layer on extra glitter if you want to over the top, or extra eyeshadow, and it still looks beautiful. They dry down very easily, very quickly. There's no mess with them as well. They are really good, and I think it's like less than £5 for these. Another product from ELF is the Bitesize eyeshadows. This one's in the shade Very Bad. This one I have used a lot, and it doesn't even look like I've made a dent in it. I can't even open it. But this is what it looks like. Very pigmented. All the shades are beautiful, blend amazingly. They're all very different from each other, so they don't blend together into one giant colour. I have 2 more of these. I have a neutral one which I haven't used yet. Then I also have a green one that I used, I think it was Christmas 2020, in a makeup video. Then I've also got 2 eyeshadow palettes, so I'm going to show this one anyway, even though you can't get it anymore, but I'm just going to share it anyway. This one is my go-to. I use this almost every single day that I wear makeup, and this one is from Tarte. It's the Be You Naturally palette, and I think I got this several years ago from QVC in a set. I believe that they have 2 eyeshadow palettes on Tarte's website that are very similar to this. I think they have a Rainforest Sea one, then they have, I think it's Tartelette in Bloom, looks pretty much identical to this. I like the fact that you have loads of neutral shades. I always go for neutrals. Like I said, I'm showing you this anyway because there's ones that you can get that are pretty much exactly the same, that have the same amount of pigmentation. As you can see, I tend to use this one every single day. I tend to use this one as well, and this one. These ones don't get as much love from me just because I don't really go for pinks. For the brown one, I tend to use it as like an eyeliner. So this I love. If you want to get some eyeshadows, go for Tarte. If you want to get ones that are similar to this, the pigmentation is beautiful, blendability is beautiful as well. I highly recommend these, and even though you can't get this one anymore, there are 2 other ones that look pretty much exactly the same. And the last palette is Nikki Tutorial's Beauty Bay palette. I love this palette. I've used this so much, but it doesn't look like I have really made a dent in it again. I did also do a full first impression on this as well, where I used, I think it was 15 of the shades that are in this palette. I like the fact that you have deeper shades, lighter shades, you've got pinks, you've got neutrals, you've got greens, blues, shimmery, matte. Also got 2 mirrored, so you have one that zooms in, you've also got one that's just like a normal mirror. This is cardboard packaging as well, so easy for travel if you do want to take a big palette. There's so many different looks that you can create with this. I love this. I think it's on sale at the moment on Beauty Bay. It is still available, but I think it's limited edition, so definitely go ahead and get your hands on it if you like all these shades. You can create loads of different looks. Me and my older sister have this, we both love it. And we're finally at the last category, and this is lips, and I have quite a few lip products that I'm going to show you, and I'll put them again into the little categories. So I have lip liners first of all, and I have 2 lip liners that I have been loving for the last 2 years, and are both by NYX. So I have the NYX Suede Matte Lip Crayon, and then I have the NYX Slide On Waterproof Extreme Lip Liner. So these 2 are so good. So with the suede one, this stays on longer than the slide on one, but this one gives you a different look because it is a matte one. This one is Stockholm, and then the slide on one is in the shade Nude Suede Shoes. I love these. They are just so beautiful, very pigmented, super affordable as well. I think each of these are around £5 or less, and I have a couple of lipsticks that I have here, and one of them I didn't know whether to put it in the lipstick section, but I don't really know where else it would go to. So I do have 3. The first one is Cab Cosmetics. This is in the shade Glaze. This is my go-to nude shade. I wore this a lot over the last 2 years. As you can see, this one is almost done, and I do have another backup of it. I use this a lot. This is my go-to nude shade, and it is matte as well. It has like a little vanilla cupcake scent to it as well. I love the way that it glides on. I love the colour. It stays on a very long time. You can get it in a lip kit as well. I did do a full review on the lip kit on my channel as well. Again, somewhere in this video or down below, I will link it for you. And then I have one from Tarte. This is the Maracuja Juicy Lip. I absolutely love these. I have like think I've got about 15 of these in different shades. This one is strawberry. This is my go-to. I keep this in my bag all the time. I also have travel ones as well. And this is what it looks like. So it's very strange because it's a lip treatment, but it also is like a lipstick. And then it's like a lip balm. It's just a hybrid of all of them. They have so many different shades, and then all you do is you just click it like this and you decide how much you want on it. It can get a little bit messy with the packaging, but I love it. I think these are beautiful, and my lips feel so nice and soft when I use them. I actually use it in the morning while I'm putting my makeup on. I also use it in the evening before I go to bed as well, just as a lip treatment, and it works out amazing. And there are so many benefits in there as well. I think there's like 10 different oils and vitamins that are good for your lips. The last lipstick that I have is from Chanel. It's the Rouge Coco Bloom in the shade 110 Chance. This one is one of their newest formulas that they brought out. It's plumping, but it's not like a plumping lip gloss. What it does is it plumps in the lines, and to help out the lines around your lips and just make them really nice and nourished. So I really like this. I love the packaging. It's just so easy and simple. All of these are pinks or pinky nude shades. It's very, very beautiful. Feels so nice on the lips, very, very moisturising. The only thing is this one is a little bit messy compared to the other ones. I don't really like Chanel lipsticks. I have a few of them. Some of them I like, some of them I don't, but this one is probably my favourite lipstick formula from them. Next are liquid lipsticks. The first one is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Inks. I love these. This one is in the shade Amazonian. It's like a sort of lightish brown shade, and it's like a nude as well. It is very beautiful. These they put on your lips for the entire day. The only thing is, it is a little bit drying if you don't put an oil over the top of it, or if you don't put a lip gloss or anything over the top of it, but it looks beautiful, stays put literally all day. You can eat and drink and this will not move, and it's super affordable because it's drugstore. I think it's less than £10 as well. And then the last ones that I have, these are actually, out of the entire of the lip products that I'm showing you today, these are the best, like literally the best of the best lip products that I'm going to show you. And these are the Chanel Le Rouge Duo Ultra Tenue. So I do have 3 shades of this. Can you see which one I use the most? Yeah, this one. So the shade that I use all the time is Endless Pink. It is number 147. This one, as you can see, I've almost used up. I have the tiniest amount in there. If you see a video or a photo of me wearing a nude pink, it's this. It literally stays put on your lips the entire day. This will not budge through eating, drinking. I can kiss Neil. I can eat as much food as I want. I can eat greasy food. I can literally stuff my face. I can drink as much as I want to. This will not budge for anything. I have also worn the shade Daring Pink, which is number 47. I've worn this for the last 2 Christmases in a row. This will not move. I will put it on in the morning. I will eat my Christmas dinner. I will eat my snacks, eat all the chocolates, play the games, drink as many drinks as I want to. This will not move. It's literally there for the entire day. And then I've also got this one, which is 164 Chic Beige. This one is nice, but I can't wear this without a lip liner because it is so pale. It's more pale on my lips than it looks in here. But these are so great because you put them on your lips, it dries within about 15 to 30 seconds, and then you put a gloss over the top that you have on here. It's just a clear gloss. This clear gloss has loads of vitamins, loads of minerals, loads of great things in here for your lips. Makes your lips so nice and soft, but make sure that you put the gloss on over the top of the liquid lipstick, otherwise it doesn't stay on as long if you don't put it on. But it doesn't feel sticky. This is the only lipstick that I have found that will not come off on my mask. I can wear my mask all day. I will go out, take my mask off, and I will still have the lip product on. And the final products that I have are lip glosses. We're at the end of the video. The last things I have to show you are the lip glosses, mixture of drugstore and high-end ones. So I'm gonna get the high-end one out the way. Chanel. This one is Rouge Coco Glosses in the shade 744. They don't sell this one anymore. This one has been discontinued, but they do have loads of different shades. I have another shade, I can't remember the name of it, but it is really, really beautiful. I've used it loads, but I can't remember what the shade name is, so I will link it down below so you can check that out. This feels so beautiful on the lips. It feels very nourishing, moisturising. It doesn't feel sticky. I love the doe foot on here as well. You get a lot in here. Just look at that doe foot. That is absolutely massive. And you get a lot of product on there. These are just really beautiful. It also has flecks of glitter in there as well. And you just put it over the top of any lipstick and it makes it look even more beautiful. And the Camo Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Glazed. Again, this stuff is so good, beautiful, non-sticky. It has flecks of gold glitter in there. It's also a pinky nude shade as well. Pairs very, very well with the lipstick, pairs very well with any other lipstick that I've tried. This has actually been a go-to of mine for a very long time. The last one I have is the cheapest one out of the lot. I'm hoping that this one is still available because I didn't check it before I filmed this video, but this is actually what I'm wearing at the moment on my lips, and this is the Makeup Revolution Monica Gloss, and this is from the Friends collection and has flecks of glitter in there as well. It just makes every lipstick look beautiful. And the doe foot is massive on here as well, so you get a lot of product that comes out. So it's very, very pigmented, stunning. I love it and I will continue to use it. So those are my best of beauty, best of makeup products of 2021. I hope that you enjoyed this video and I hope that you stayed right to the end, because I knew that this video was going to be super long because I have so many things to show you. But make sure that you stay tuned for the worst of beauty 2021, because that one is coming up next, and there are some that are really, really bad in that video, and I do feel bad. I hate doing negative videos, but I really need to show you the best and the worst of 2021 so you guys don't make the same mistake as me. So make sure that you give this video a very big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If there's any products you've tested out that you love in 2021, then just comment down below for me and I will check those out, because I'd like to know what your recommendations are. And I will see you again in my next video, guys. Bye!